One light, two light, three light, four light, five lights. And the cars are off, and the start of the 2019 round 2, as it looks like, oh my goodness, Dennis gets a fantastic lead, and it looks like we got a battle for first place going into the first corner, and it looks like Marshall Stanley is going to get the lead going into turn 1, as they all make it through the first corner. Does everybody make it through safely? Oh my goodness, boys, what an incredible start to this race, as they are all off right from the get-go, guys. Marshall Stanley is currently going to be your leader, getting an absolute insane jump. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! And Ben Fuller goes around. Ben Fuller is around. Ben Fuller is in the grass and he has damage. Oh my goodness, boys. Ben Fuller is around. Your current pole sitter is out of this race. It looks like he definitely has damage. The Full Send Racing guys are not going to be happy with that. But my goodness, guys. Martin J. Smith into third, guys. Titus Hahn, man, getting a fantastic start up in second place. But Marshall Stanley is going to be absolutely happy with joy. As you can see, the two Toxic Motorsport Racing drivers going to go head to head. Ben Fuller, though, oh my goodness, we'll get to that back here in a second. A lot of passes going on in the track, and it looks like Corey Deal and Derek Casser crash. Oh my goodness, boys. Apparently there was a crash here. We'll see if we can see exactly what happened, but I apologize. Oh my goodness, no way. Massive crash as well. As that's going to leave both of the, I believe, Toxicity Motorsports in a bad position. I don't know exactly. Oh, no. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. They're good. That's like wing damage, if that. So I'll probably come into the pits and get a nose change for that. You can see right there as well. Corey Deal freaking going off the track as well. Bottom split. No, this is very serious racers. Titus Hahn, man, losing a few positions there as well, but he is now in fourth place. So as the field starts to kind of string out a little bit more, your current running order: Marshall Stanley in first, Martin J. Smith in second, Alex in third, Titus in fourth, and Ben Fuller in the pits. Oh my goodness, Ben is not going to be happy with that. We'll get a replay as soon as we can, but we're going to focus right now on the action on the track. And once things start to settle down a little bit more, then we will look into all the replays and things that happen. So you can see right there, JW Miller actually has nose damage. You can see that right there. Oh my goodness me. So he's gonna definitely have to come into the pits to fix that. He surely can see that from his cockpit. I can only imagine. So big crash, get Ben back on the lead lap. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work that way to get him back. If there's a safety car, there's a safety car, but we got to follow the normal procedures here. But looking for a pass here. I don't know if he knows that his wing is damaged, but JW Miller on the back of Matthew Tina, pronto squanto. Matthew Tina is not going to be happy with this. See if he can go for a late braking into the corner. Will he be able to? Oh man, playing it smart, deciding to back off, as he should. I really think that that's good. Michael losing 2 positions on the start. We'll actually pull up your gain here. Oh, my apologies, guys. We'll do gap, and then we'll pull up the gain. You can see Michael losing a few positions there at the start. We'll go back and see exactly what happened there. But right now, the pecking order is Marshall Stanley still in first with a very, very sizable lead. 4 seconds already. So, like, Marshall is, my goodness, boys. The dark horses are there. Martin J. Smith is in second place. He's going to be trying to represent Full Send Racing Yellow in all of its glory. Going to try to scrape as many points as he can. As Stephen O'Donoghue unfortunately has a spill, it looks like. See if we can see exactly what happened to him in this incident. We'll go back. Sorry about that, guys. And see what happened here. Absolute insane, like, start to the race, so I'll be 100% honest with you. See if we can see what happened. Oh. Looks like he just, that's something he can recover from. We're going to see probably a lot of that throughout the race. He's completely fine, though. Completely happy and wholesome, so I'll not worry about that. But I still don't think Miller knows that he has damage on his car. And it looks like Michael is going to actually go for a pass on Matthew Tina. Matthew Tina is not going to be happy about that as well. Very, very upsetting. It looks like Ben Fuller, that's very frustrating. Didn't even plant my foot. Car just gave for no reason. We're actually going to go back now, guys, to the start of this race, if you all don't mind. And we're actually going to watch from Martin J. Smith's perspective, guys. You know we do this every time. Sorry, not Martin. Marshall, sorry. Let's watch this start and see what happened here. What a absolute fantastic start, man. He had the inside line too, so I feel like second place is probably better in terms of the line, as he does indeed take the lead. So really, really crazy stuff for him. Let's go on board now with Ben Fuller here. Oh, sorry, that was the pace car. My apologies, guys. Let's watch the start from your current pole sitter. We'll see what happened as well when he spun out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that looks very, like, weird. I've never really seen anything like that, to be honest. We're also going to go with, who am I looking for here? Dennis Fielder. This guy had an insane start, guys. Watch this restart. Look at that start, man. What the? What? The boys from Australia representing, man. Absolutely insane, guys. We are going to go back live now. Crazy stuff, though, guys. Crazy stuff. Your current pecking order stays the same. Nothing has changed, by the way, guys. If we look right now at your pit strategies, you can see already the top 8 drivers haven't pitted yet, but 9, 10, and 11 have pitted so far. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how pit strategies play into it. I still don't think JW Miller notices his damage, or if he does, I'm sure he's just not really bothering with it, I suppose. Because it doesn't really seem to be hindering him that much, even though the damage is very, very bad if you see it from a different point of view. So I'll also turn that off so you guys don't have to see the time. Race just started, though, so a lot of racing still left to go. The pit stops are going to be crazy. This race is going to be a little bit longer than probably the others, simply because of the fact that the race distance that they drive is the exact same as other tracks, but the corners are a lot slower on this one, and so the time is probably going to be a lot longer. Dakota Moto had a crash. We'll go see if we can see what happened to Dakota. Going into, it looks like, I don't know what happens here. It has to be towards the pit entrance here. Oh, a little bit too much speed as he goes a little bit loose and he goes off the track. The good news is, and I think all the drivers will be very thankful for this, and that's that, like, there's so much runoff that if you spin out, you should be good. I mean, unfortunately for someone like Ben Fuller, it's really, really tragic because Ben Fuller, I mean, that's so much drama, man. I mean, who would have ever thought that your pole sitter would be out in turn 3? And so I'm absolutely gutted for him. Ben Fuller, I don't know if you're still watching, but I'm gutted for you, man. I really am. You had such a great quality, such a great practice, and it's very unfortunate. It's just the nature of Twin Ring Motegi is just, it's brutal, man. It's such a brutal track. So one of those things is, it looks like Michael Slagelmich is going to end up passing JW Miller for, I believe that is 6th place. So going to gain a position on that as well. But right now, Marshall Stanley, very, very happy with where he is. His gap, though, isn't really going up. So I think that that's something that he needs to think about. But Titus, though, very close. I take that back. That is a lap car, so never mind. But on board now with Martin J. Smith, your last week's winner, as he is trying to close the gap to the leader, Marshall Stanley, for the battle for first. See how good they're able to do that there. Marshall Stanley holding his ground pretty well here in first place. So Stantera Motorsport looking very, very good. Currently your constructor champions, currently your constructor winners. I can never say those words together, right? But Dennis Fielder actually passes Alex Westphal for P4. So look at that, guys. Dennis from Team Ovaltine doing some fantastic work. Very close. Battling. Oh my goodness, and there's contact there. Contact there, I believe, for Michael. Let's see if we can see exactly what happened there on board for Michael's POV, but I apologize. I think it's this one right here. And Michael, there we go. No. Is it this one? Yeah, here it is, guys. This is the crash. My apologies. Milch. Ooh. Looks like he just cut him off a little bit. I don't think there was any damage, though, so it's probably all good. Stephen O'Donohue was crashed as well. Unfortunately, Scuderia Vanguard. This doesn't look like they had the right setup for this track. The drivers are really having to fight the car, and it's the same corner every time they get spun around on. So, yeah, very, very unfortunate. This is round 2, Papa, indeed. Milch, like with an M, with an L. Oh, Milch, not Mitch. My apologies. 10-4, 10-4. Really interesting battles, though, guys. Let's take a look at this battle here. This is indeed live. It looks like an absolute run. Oh, my goodness me. Look at these guys going to town as you got Michael Schlegelmilch here fighting with Alex Westphal. A lot of guys running close and close. Very neck and neck racing. This is what we love to see as they all go into the corner here. And it looks like he goes a little bit wide. And oh, no. Alex Westphal is going to be very happy to see that. And Alex Westphal is going to take that 5th place. Yeah, 10-4, Will. 10-4. Boy, guys, I'm looking at J.W. Miller. What an absolute beauty. That guy has damage on his front wing and is still able to keep pace on a track that is very downforce heavy. So, oh my gosh, man. Absolutely mental, guys. Absolutely mental. He always hits the cones there. I've always noticed. Dennis always hits those cones. Always. Yeah, we'll talk more about the next round once this race winds down. But we still have a lot of racing to go, so we're just going to be focusing on that. They're almost 1/4 through the race, though. So you can see the races when there's a lot of action. The races do go by quite quickly. And pit stops are going to be a thing, though. Pit stops are going to be a thing coming in soon. From the projections, we expect people to be pitting around lap 20. We'll see how that is. Some people might go for a 1-stop, but 2-stop is what most people predict is going to be what they're going to end up doing. So around lap 20, they should pit, and maybe around lap 40, basically pitting every 20 laps. However, if you can extend your lead, as it looks like we got a pass there, as Alex Westphal does pass Dennis Fiedler as well. I keep calling him Fieldler. I'm really sorry about that, but and I'm going for the pass. Oh my goodness, almost running into the back of him. This is such great stuff. I'm pretty sure he uses push to pass there as well. So we're actually going to go on board now with them and see if he'll be able to make up some ground. Holy mody. Losing actually quite a bit of ground there. Will Michael be able to catch up as well? Behind him is Vestphal. Okay, so it's a V. 10-4. Sorry, it's going to take a while to get used to these names, guys. But through the season, I'll get to know them pretty well. Also, you got to remember, all these drivers have 10 push to pass. So you can use them whenever you want. It's kind of like DRS, except you only have 10 of them available. It goes a little bit wide there. So I think that Dennis is going to be pretty happy with that, to say the least. Dennis has the most gains. Go Team Ovaltine. Yeah, Dennis is doing really, really well right now. Currently sitting in 5th place, so he's going to be very happy with that. As we look at Alex Vestphal, currently also going. Isn't this just a fantastic view? I've always loved this view. I think it looks so good. Like, there's something about it, seeing the cars all behind him trying to chase and stuff. Dennis Fielder right behind him, though, guys. Goodness me, everybody. Absolute insanity, guys. Battle for the lead. 3-second gap to the guy in second. So we'll try and catch up with that if the gap closes. But it's been pretty much the same gap for the whole race. So nothing really much there. I should be in for next round. Cowboy. These races are always incredible. Love to see you there. And it looks like, oh my goodness, guys, as Stantera goes wide again. Very, very insane. Martin J. Smith, guys. Oh my goodness. Martin Smith, boys. We're getting word Martin Smith has indeed had an incident, boys. Oh my goodness. No, no, no. We're going to go here. It looks like Martin Smith. Can we get a better view of this? Martin Smith here. Where is he? Oh my goodness. Martin Smith has an incident, boys. Marshall Stanley will be very happy to hear that, but Full Send Racing Yellow, unfortunately, is not there day-to-day, as both of them have crashed. See if we can see what happened here. It might be a little bit longer in the replay, but I'd rather watch it and catch the full thing than to miss any of it. So he was in second place, and I can tell you, you want to know the guys who are going to be very happy right now are Stantera Motorsports, because they were in the lead but barely. Constructors standings, they were barely in the lead by like 2 points behind Full Send Racing Yellow. And so unfortunately it looks like something happened here. We'll see what happened. I apologize, the replay thing is kind of complicated, so I can't get it exact, but it's gonna happen right about here, guys. Oh my goodness, he loses it. Is that suspension? Oh, that has to be rear suspension. That is rear suspension, guys. That is race over for oh my goodness, that's tragic, man. That's gonna be race over for Martin J. Smith, who was your race winner actually last week. So my goodness me, boys. Oh boy, Alberto, this race is spicing up. Titus Hahn man, he is definitely you know, very happy as well, as he's gained now 2 places at the start. So full sent it into the wall. Yo, Smith, I am so sorry, man. That's the thing, twinnering Motegi is such a wild animal, and it's races like this that I can see would frustrate people. So it's kind of unfortunate, but right now Ozzy's doing really good, as people were saying, as it looks like Titus is in second. Dennis Fielder gaining the most positions so far, now up into 3rd place. So I had a mad twitch and overcorrected. It's gonna be, yeah, we'll talk more about Bathurst as it comes up, but let's not forget, guys, we have a very intense battle now for 4th, or for 3rd I should say. These guys have been battling it out for such a long time. So, and the thing is, pit stops are going to be coming into play soon. If these guys overwork their tires, they might have to go for an earlier pit stop, or maybe even go for an undercut. So that's definitely possible. If we look at your pit strategy of your top 10 drivers, excuse me, you can see that Caster is, he pitted very early. He had the nose change, but hasn't pitted yet. So he's currently sitting in 11th place, hoping to get some points. Donahue in 10th, but we're looking at this intense battle. Oh my goodness me. That was almost really bad from Stantera Motorsport here, but we'll pull up the pit strategy thing a little bit later on. I don't want to have it now, as he goes for a move, and he does get it. As boy Alberto, as it looks like Michael Schlegel-Milch, oh my gosh, I'm just calling him Michael, ends up getting the pass on Dennis Fielder. So all the Aussies are going to be upset about that. But I think that Stantera will be very, very happy to see that Michael is now up into P3. So really great stuff by them so far today. We've said it time and time again, the dark horses, they seem to be doing very, very good. Titus Hahn Mando in 2nd place. The gap between him and 2nd is absolutely like insane. So like oh, is that a bug? Oh, it is a bug. Interesting. So yeah, just crazy stuff, guys. Is it Sledgehammer or Sledgehammer? It's Sledgehammer, boys. I don't know. Looks like we have a little incident as well. Dakota Moda locking up. Ooh, going off the track there. Able to save it though. It wasn't really a crash, so he'll be good to go. You know something that I'm noticing is the bad luck. Someone was saying that Full Send Racing is having bad luck, and not only are they having bad luck by spinning out, which is unfortunate, but at Motegi it can happen. The unfortunate thing is that when they spun out, they both ended up hitting a wall when this track has so much runoff area. You look at people like Dakota, he's gone off a few times. You look at other people, and it's like, what are the odds, man? It's crazy to me. It's a long season though, exactly. So can't judge a book by its cover on the 2nd week, as Stephen O'Donoghue looks like ends up crashing as well. See what happened here. Looks like maybe getting a little too antsy on the gas. Maybe just a snap of oversteer goes wide, maybe. Oh my goodness. Whoa, 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 whoa. That might be a penalty, boys. We're gonna have to take a look at that. Stewards might have to take a look at that. That was not a safe spot to do that, so yeah, we'll stewards will take a look at that. That just did not look like a safe place to park the car. Alex Vespa, I should say, battling his teammates. I don't know if those are team orders, but oh my goodness me. Absolutely insane, guys. What a crazy battle. Teammates battling it out. Holy moly. Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. Yeah, it's tough. Did they touch? We will go back and look to see exactly whether they touched or not from the onboard view from Matthew Tina. No, they do not touch. They do not touch. So everything is all good there from the Full Send Red department. Full Send Red actually should be pretty happy. Like, they're in 6th and 7th, so doesn't look like they'll be able to compete for a win, but definitely looking pretty good here nonetheless. Now, pit strategies coming into play. I've been saying that time and time again, but we are getting to that point where people are going to have to start pitting. It is something that needs to happen, and we're starting to kind of figure whether people are going to be doing undercuts, overcuts, and what the plan is, because some of these teams might think it's better to might think it's hard to warm up on new tires and then therefore go for an overcut.
My car was flat.
Looks like Dakota saying something in the chat there. Or if teams are going to go for more of an undercut strategy and pit early and think that they can.
Car to 11, you got a copy?
Looks like Kula Bailey talking to Ben Summers here, who Ben Summers focused on the race, probably isn't going to respond to that. Yeah, so far, a pretty good race. Alex Vespal going to try and make a pass. It looks like on JW Miller, and he will be able to get... Holy moly. Oh, my goodness, guys. Dakota is going to be one of your first people into the pits. We'll see exactly what Dakota is going to do here. Corey Deal looks like went off the track as well, but Dakota, unfortunately, the camera angle is actually so bad. TV2 is actually so much... No, TV3 is where it's at, boys. No, TV2 is where it's at. Roswell, you do need a teammate to sign up for this, but there are a lot of people in the Discord looking for a team. He gets his nose changed as well. I think he pitted only for the nose. He should have done fuel, though, if I was him, but, you know, teach their own, I guess. Westfall, yeah, he's Vestfall, I should say. Playing it really risky, but, you know, there's some drivers who like to live on the edge, and for him, it looks like it's paying out. Once again, Dennis Fiedler hitting the cones. What's new? JW Miller, though, we talked about him a little bit in the beginning. He still has nose damage. Like, this damage has been there pretty much since the beginning. I don't even know what caused it, but it's, yeah, gonna see when he decides to pit. I'm surely he has to change his nose. The team's not gonna let him continue to race without a nose on, or without that. But I guess it shows you, like, if you don't have a nose, you can still race pretty competitively. And if we go to the cockpit view, you can see that he sees... Oh, my goodness. It's a little loosey-goosey, but he definitely does see that. So, yeah, interesting stuff, guys. Nonetheless, we're going to be keeping an eye on when people start to come into the pits as we are looking. Titus On Man actually has an incident, boys. We'll see what happened here. Maybe he goes a little bit wide. See if we can see what happened here. Oh, gets a... Oh my goodness, he saved that though. Wow. Absolutely insane, boys. Freaking hey, man. He saves it though, so he is all good to go. We put it to the interval now. Usually we have gap at the beginning of the race, but then we switch it to interval. So all you Aussies can relax. He does a great job. Just locks the tires pretty much instantly and does save it. So he is currently now in 2nd place. Michael up into 3rd. So you have a 1 and 3 right now for Stantera. Dennis Fielder is going to be in 4th. Alex Vespal in 5th, who is going to try and catch up to Dennis. Alex making insane ground. JW Miller going to be in 6th, and then Matthew Tina in 7th. So it'll be interesting, guys, as Titus has another crash. Oh, my goodness me. What happened to... Oh, sorry, Derek Castor and Ben Summers end up crashing. So Ben Summers, let's see actually what happened to him. Oh, my goodness me. What happened? Where's Ben's crash? No, Ben Summer. There we go. Ben Summers had an incident. Let's see what happened here. Looks like, oh, it's that corner again, man. He saves it, though, so I guess shout out to him. Oh, my gosh. What a move by him there, guys. Absolutely incredible. No one in the pits yet, but we will be the first to report that whenever it happens. Marshall Stanley still rocking a insane lead now from Titus, who's now in second place. So he's just on a roll right now. Going to be trying his hardest to sustain that, guys. But you can see right now, it looks like Alex does indeed get by Dennis Fiedler. Let's see if we can take a look at that. Very nice pass up the inside, out breaks, late break, and is able to get that position. So good stuff by him, guys. Good stuff by him. There was a ton more grip on a hot track. It falls to 37 quite quickly, and it gives loads of confidence. I mean, I figured that a cold track would give more grip. I can never win. Because last week it was too hot, now it's too cold. As JW Miller, going to be the first one into the pits. Let's see what type of time he can do here. Gonna probably replace his wing as he does, and he is underway. So JW Miller gonna be the first one to pits. Smith, I'll look then into it. Okay, like I gotta figure that sort of stuff out. I don't know what the oh my goodness, cold tires. You can see really squirmy with them, but very I mean, Roswell, you might as well sign up and do them if you can. You don't need to commit or anything. Marshall Stanley, you're going to be entering the pit lane as well. Marshall Stanley is your leader. Oh boy, Alberto. Here we go, boys. Let's see how fast his pit stop is, if he will be able to come out in front. Here we go, boys. Will he be able to get it? That is the real question, as it looks like the lead. Oh no, Titus is in the pits as well, so you can see right there, but I think that's just an unlapping himself there. So Marshall Stanley out of the pits, and he is doing just fine. Titus Honmando still in the pits. A lot of people boxing here on lap 18, so we'll see exactly how this goes. Look at everybody boxing on lap 18. Everybody in. Yeah, tons of people in the pit road right now. So that is really cool to see, I guess. So Titus is going to be second. You got Michael, who's going to be coming out third. Alex Vespal in fourth. As everybody leaves the pits in pretty much the same order. Nobody decided to do an undercut. So interesting to see. We're going to keep the pit strategy thing up for now, because I really want to show, I guess, the kind of strategies that some of these drivers are. No, Roswell, they do not get a DQ. There are quite a few drivers in this race who their teammate can't show up today. You just need a teammate who is willing to race. If they can't race a week, then that's fine, though. All right, that's actually just covering way too much stuff, so. Exciting stuff, guys. It really is. So right now we're looking at a battle between Tina and Miller. This is a battle for 5th place. You can see Miller now with a new front wing. It'll be interesting to see if he will gain more performance, because it makes me wonder, like, if JW Miller was able to be that fast with a busted up front wing, I'm curious what he'll be able to do without it. As, oh my goodness, boy Alberto, as one of the Zen machines goes wide there to let him through. I believe that was Dakota Moda. So very nice of him to let him by. As now it is a clean battle between Tina and Miller for this position, guys. Derek Castor isn't somebody we've talked about. Derek Castor currently in the pits right now. Been in the pits for actually quite a while, I believe. So he's going to be getting out as soon as he can. A little bit of delay there. Maybe one of the front jackmen was got the little wedge thing stuck under the nose, but he's going to be leaving the pits as well. So very wholesome pit stop from him, as he's going to rejoin literally in the middle of traffic, though, which is going to be unfortunate. But really good battles going on here as we move up forward. Matthew Tina, very good defending there from JW Miller. We're going to ride on board with Miller one more time. Good stuff, boys, between the two. Like, good freaking stuff, man. That's all I got to say. Really good racing, and it's going to be interesting to see how the Castrol guys do here, because you have Titus, who is currently second for Castrol, and then you have, of course, JW Miller, who is currently sitting in 6th. And so it'll be cool to see exactly how, if JW Miller will be able to gain pace, because their car seems to be showing an obscene amount of pace. here today, so we'll see, guys. We'll see. I know JW is quick. Yeah, JW, we're gonna see if he'll be able to gain any ground on Matthew Tina here, going into the basically the second half of the track. Excuse me, guys. Holy moly, Matthew. We'll see if there's gonna be any push to pass used here.
Thank you.
Nope, doesn't look like it. Late in the braking. Oh, we're getting a little squirmy there, guys. If you saw that, JW getting really squirmy through that section, but worked out nicely as we are on lap 20 of 46. So we are about halfway done with this race, and got plenty of time left to go, though, in the session. So, yeah, Cowboy, thank you, bro. Thank you. Wait, how much time is left in the session? Okay, we got plenty of time. Yeah, we got plenty of time, guys. So yeah, good stuff by everybody today. The field is kind of spreading out a bit more. So if we look at the pit strategy, you can see where everybody pitted. So Miller actually pitted a lap before everybody else, if you notice that there. And I'm curious if that's going to help him or hurt him, because this is supposed to be a two-stop race. However, they might be able to make it on one stop if they decide to save fuel. The question is, are they going to? You got people who are actually battling who probably aren't going to try to save fuel because they're battling. But yeah, interesting, I should say, nonetheless. Alex Vespa ends up going off the track. Holy moly. Oh, my goodness. And that is a hit. That is a hit. But he's going to lose a lot of positions there. Oh, boy, Alberto. As Vespa, though, is still in front of Tina. Holy moly, we got a massive cluster of cars here. What in the world, boys? And poor number 44 machine of, I believe that is Derek Castor. Oh, my goodness, and this car's off. Stephen O'Donoghue ends up crashing. But, dude, they just seem, their chassis just doesn't seem to be suited for that corner. Very tough corner indeed. Going for the move up. Can't quite get the move there, so. Right now, as it stands, guys, this is some big drama. The full send camp is on the edge of their seat. I don't know if there's going to be team orders. I don't know if Steen is the owners are going to be asking for team orders. Surely not, because Vespa was in front anyways. But like, this is like, this is scary, man. This is scary stuff. I mean, I'm sure that Steen is at the edge of his seat right now for a battle like this, because you already have two full send machines who unfortunately have crashed. You don't want to see another two from Full Send Racing Red head out as well. Team orders stop crashing. Yo, wholesome order, guys. Wholesome order indeed. Oh my goodness, boys. Dennis Fielder, guys, currently in 7th place. Looking to pass. I don't think this is for position, though, so he should get by him relatively quickly. If he doesn't, that could be an issue. I don't think that is for position, though. I really don't think so. I believe who we're looking at is, yeah, we're looking at Stephen Donoghue here. So, yeah, hopefully it doesn't hold him up. Who was I watching again? I don't even remember. Dennis Fielder, that's who I was watching. Yeah, the blue flag should be shown. Like, this is kind of unacceptable. He needs to move over, or else he's going to end up getting a penalty, so. There we go, and he does move over, so very, very wholesome there. From Stephen O'Donoghue, as he does indeed move over. Dennis Fielder, Fiedler, I should say. I apologize, guys. As Titus Onman has crashed, boys. And Alex Vespa has crashed as well. Oh my goodness, Alex Vespa. Let's see what happened here, guys. A lot of stuff happening right now. The full send, their hearts are sinking. Their stomachs are dropping to the floor. This is not what you want to see, as Alex Vespa goes around again. Oh my goodness, guys. Fortunately, there's no damage, but still, that is not going to be good. He is not happy. This race, he does not seem to be happy today. Having now 2 incidences here. Just needs to cool his head. That's all you got to do. Cool your head. Titus Vaughn, man, also had an incident. Let's see what happened to Titus. I don't know exactly. I think it's second incident, but yeah, there's no damage, so he just is going to end up losing a few plays. Ends up locking up, but he saves it again, man. Guys, can we get some love in the chat for Titus? I mean, this guy is a machine when it comes to saving his car. I mean, that's the second time he's done that. So it's just absolutely mental, guys. We're going to go now with Miller, who is actually very close to Matthew Tina here. My wreck was ugly. Dakota, I didn't even end up seeing it. I should go back and watch that here. I was in a real good place getting on my groove. It's so unpredictable. I think that's just how twin ring Motegi is. And oh my goodness, it looks like we have a slow... Oh, never mind. Never mind. It's, I guess, just teammates battling it out, actually. Corey Deal and Derek Caster. I don't even think they're on the same lap. Yeah, they're not even on the same lap, so... yeah, one of those things. But look at this, boys. That's a lapped car, though. Lapped car of Stephen O'Donohue. So, or sorry, James Kula-Bailey. So, good job on him not getting involved with that. So what we are gonna do, guys, we are going to take a quick look at Dakota Moda's crash here, which ended up costing him the race. So Dakota is out because of this incident. We're going to take a look and see exactly what happened here. Going into the corner. Ends up losing it. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Oh my word. Awful incident there, guys. As he nurses it back to the pits, though, somehow. No safety car was called because he did actually end up making it back. So that's the position on that, guys. But very, very sad for Dakota, as he is now going to be out of this race. Sadly, we only have 12 drivers racing right now. And, yeah, just exciting stuff, guys. Like, I think right now, the battle that we're most looking at is the midfield battle. I mean, these battles are just insane. We got pretty much, like, you got Matthew Tina, Vespa, Dennis Fiedler, and JW Miller all are so like close together. Like, this is such a good midfield battle. It's just absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. We're going to be watching this for a little bit, seeing what can happen here, as the car in front of him is indeed a lapped car, so he should let him by. Dennis is going to be frustrated, surely, but you know, it's part of racing. I mean, as long as he lets him by, he shouldn't really be bothered about it, and he doesn't look like he's getting held up too much. Having to brake maybe a little bit early, but I'm sure that he's going to get frustrated here in a little bit if he can't make his way by. Warnings will be issued out, hopefully, to Kula-Bailey to let him by, as this is a blue flag. He is getting a blue flag, and he does indeed need to let him by. We'll see if he will do it, as he doesn't. Oh my goodness, he needs to let him by soon, though, as this is getting really ugly, because you have, and oh my goodness, and it looks like someone off again. Wow, that's a really intense battle. That was one of the full send guys. JW Miller actually had an incident as well, guys. Let's go see what happened to JW Miller here. Going into the corner, maybe gains a little bit too much, a little bit of oversteer there. Oh, just ended up going around. Yeah, that's the theme for today, man, is just spinning around. Oh, and he had to avoid him. Holy moly. So JW Miller is going to lose a place to Dennis Fiedler. I think that the drivers, a lot of them... Oh my goodness, and we have another Haas around. That looks like the... that is Scuderia Vanguard. And what is going on? That is very weird there, as he does make it back onto the track, but I have no idea what happened there. Let's see if we can get it on board. He wasn't really going too fast either. That's what's interesting. Oh, he keeps it off the wall, though. What an absolute beauty. Looks like he's going to turn it around. He does.
You're welcome.
There we go. Too much gas. The thing is, like, a lot of these tracks are very sensitive to acceleration, but the one track that's more sensitive than any other is freaking Twin Ring. Like, this track is very sensitive, man. Very sensitive. So, I mean, it's gonna be interesting, guys. 1996 Monaco, 3 cars left. It's kind of looking that way. Fortunately, there's a lot of runoff, though. Bathurst will be, yeah, I don't want to think about Bathurst. We'll talk about that later. Japanese tracks have zero grip. I wonder if it's just how they're paved or something like that. But as we have a really intense battle here between JW Miller and Alex Vespal. We know Alex was ahead of JW, so we'll see if he'll be able to pass him again as they go into the front straight. We'll see if push to pass will be used. There'll be any boost there, as it looks like TG Dog dropping $5 on the stream. TG, I want to say thank you so much. I do appreciate the $5 dono. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Much love going your way, TG Dog. I'm glad you enjoy the stream. I'm glad you enjoy the commentary. Saturday streams are always a little bit different, and I'm really glad you enjoy. So much love going your way. Thank you to everybody who's followed the stream. Love you guys to death. And sit back, relax, enjoy. Thank you so much for that $5, man. You're an absolute professional beauty. And yeah, thank you, man. So right now it looks like, oh my goodness, they are getting so close, man. So flipping close. That is the wrong thing. Oh, and he goes a little bit wide. Oh, JW going a little bit wide there. Looks like Alex Vespal is not going to be able to capitalize on it. Will he be able to go for the pass here? The late braking maneuver. Will it be able to work? Oh my gosh, it does. Oh, does it though? As they go side to side. Oh, there's contact. There's contact between the two drivers, and they're around, boys. Oh my goodness, there's contacts. Oh my goodness, boys. There is contact here on the field as JW Miller and Alex Vespal get together on the track. And that looks like it is going to be the end of the race for JW Miller. Oh my goodness, guys. What a heartbreak. From tragedy to triumph. JW Miller is going back to the pits. And my goodness, guys. Alex Vespal has to pit again for a new set of front wing as he gets involved in that. We are going to look and see exactly what happened here. This is just so sad here. We're going to go actually, hang on, to this view right here and see exactly if we can see what happened. Oh, they end up just getting together. You know what? We got to watch JW's view for that. Oh my goodness, guys. That is just tragedy. So sad, man. He had such a good race, guys. He is going to be very, very sad about that as they just touch. And then he hits back into him again. JW might think that was on purpose. It definitely wasn't from the replay, but oh my goodness. That is so, so, so sad. And you could tell his race is over, guys. He is in the pits. And probably not going to get an interview from him for a while. He probably just wants time to himself. That is just so sad, man. JW Miller, seriously, man. This guy... I mean, there's no way that this can get fixed. You can see he's out of his car. Car is parked there. And that is going to be the end of his race. As we go, though, to the person who was also involved in the crash, Alex Vespal, he continues on. That is, stewards are investigating a incident between the number 33 car and the number 10, or sorry, the number 12 car. We will get further information on what happened there. But... if I were to say from my point of view, that looked like a racing incident, but we'll see what the stewards have to say as they go look over the footage and, you know, see what's going on. Just so sad, J-Dubs. It just, my goodness, man. I mean, you can't make these races up, boys. Like, there's no script for these races. And so Titus now is going to be your lone racer in this race in the number 2 position here. This race is really about stamina. There's still a lot of racing left, so... this race has been going on actually for quite a while. If we go to here, we can see they've been racing for 45 minutes. So this race is probably going to be about an hour and a half of racing, but it looks pretty good. Not scripted, totally expecting John Cena. Yo, what's up, Skip Nasty? God bless, man. Yeah, we'll wait to hear back from Race Control on what they think. But, I mean, from my point of view, it seems like it's just a racing incident. They'll look into it, though. They'll look at every angle and see. But, yeah, okay, we're getting word from Race Control. It was a racing incident. No further action is required. So, both drivers, nothing, no penalties, nothing like that. Still, I mean, Alex Vespal, this guy has had such a dramatic race, man. I mean, goodness me. Like, and we're like literally halfway. No, we're more than halfway now, but getting word from Race Control, aka yo, pipe down Steen. That, oh my goodness, look at this, man. It looks like he can't even control his car. I gotta be perfectly honest with you. It was really good racing up until it happened. Like, that was really freaking good racing. You know, and I think like JW, he's gonna be so heartbroken, man. He is going to be so heartbroken. So sad. It's just one of those things, like, it just happens, man. It just happens, and it's just, you hate to see it. You really do, but not much more to say. A lot of people out of this race already. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 drivers out of this race. Ben Fuller now out of this race, or out of the race 2 weeks in a row. First week was definitely not his fault. Second week, however, seemed like he made a little bit of an error. So, really, really crazy. The race is starting to settle down. We actually have Caster, though, as it looks like Caster is going to end up passing James Coulibaly, but it is not over yet. Holy mody, as they get very, very close there. Great pass from Caster, though, as Caster is going to move up into 8th place. Really abusing the track limits there. Completely legal, though. Went over with the driver's briefing. So, going to be interesting. Dennis Fiedler is indeed in pit road. We're going to see where he comes out as well. Thank you so much for pointing that out, as he is now leaving the pits already. Oh boy, Alberto, boys. As he does not actually lose any positions. He stays in the same spot he was. Pull up the gain real quick so you guys can see just how this race has gone so far. Yeah, just really incredible. Name a more iconic duo, Dennis Fiedler and hitting the cones. I think that's a safe assumption. P5 dropping to P6. So Alex Vespal is indeed going to have to pit, though. And he has a nose change. So we'll see how that goes. Surely that Vespal will end up getting passed by Fiedler. I can only assume. J-Dubs only had a minute of required, but was crab walking. J-Dubs, who are you in the... Are you JW Miller? Because you had literally the best race. Dude, yo, J-Dubs, I'm so sorry, man. Your race was insane, though, bro. Like, you realize you were driving without a front wing for, like, the first half of the... Not without it, but... Oh, okay. Here we go. Oh, my goodness, boys. We have a little... Oh, my word. Alex Vespal missing that pin entrance a little bit. I think full send racing red. I was going to look at that. That type of stuff is unacceptable for a full send team. To have mistakes like that. I didn't look bad, though, so I don't want to over dramatize it. He's a great racer, of course. We'll see how this goes. But, guys, we got to keep an eye on the one and only Dennis Fiedler. As Dennis Fiedler going to be, we're going to try and put up the track map if I can find it. No, I can't, but Dennis Fiedler is going to end up passing Alex Vespal pretty significantly, actually. Coming from you, you crashed at VLN. Yes, I crashed at VLN. Okay, pipe downs. Okay. Freaking screw you, dude. Okay, shut up. It won't happen again, Steen. It won't happen again. I promise, man. I promise. My goodness, if we were to look, guys, at the gap, look at this. There are only 5 guys on the lead lap now. Steen the exposure ledger. So stupid. As we are rounding near the end of this Grand Prix, I don't know, chat. So far, what would you guys rate this this event? Better than Watkins Glen, worse than Watkins Glen, equal to Watkins Glen, exciting, boring. I want to know your guys' feedback so we can make these races as enjoyable and an entertainment standpoint as well as you know, the drivers can obviously do what they want as well. I got kicked from the Discord. Wait, what, Steen? Oh, from the fuel one or what? As looks like Corey Deal is going into the pits, but he is going to be on it. Oh my goodness, Corey Deal actually has quite a bit of damage there. We're going to go see if we can see what happened to Corey Deal, as he is... Boy, his rear wing looks so scuffed right now. Something's up. Yeah, Corey is not having a good race, and...
Thanks, Corey.
Looks like he is going to keep it on the track, but...
Oh yeah, she did. I'm just trying to pick up another position real quick, and then we'll pull in.
Oh no, Corey Deal. Let's see if we can see what happened to Corey. What a legend, the man himself, Corey Deal. See, was it going into pit lane? No, it wasn't pit lane. Oh no! Oh, what a smackaroo if I've ever seen one. Yeah, that's unfortunate, guys. Yeah, the final corner has been proven to be really bad. Like,
coming now.
There's a lot of corners that are just a little bit rough. One of them just happens to be the last corner, and then the one that goes under the bridge. Seen a lot of drama there. Not much drama in the first sector, which I thought there'd be a little bit more of, but Corey nursing his way along, trying to gain another position. Actually really smart of him. Got a lot of respect for the guy for not just calling it quits. Obviously, if he's causing too much of a danger on the track, we will have to force him off. But he's doing a great job. He's doing a great job keeping it safe. So as long as he keeps that up, he's more than welcome to continue to race and try to gain some positions. As it looks like we have your leader into the pits. So your second pit stops are a go. So actually, it is definitely a 2-stop then. No one really went for the 1-stop, which I'm not really surprised by. I don't think you really could without losing, like, insane pace. So pulls into the pits. Hopefully has a nice clean pit stop. And he is good to go on his way. Still in the lead too. Didn't even lose the lead. Oh my goodness, maybe he does. He does lose the lead. He does, boys. Oh my goodness, boys. Yo. So the lead is indeed lost, but you guys got to keep in mind. Let me remove the pit strategy thing. If I put this up, okay, the pit stops, you can see that Titus Han Man, the Australian, has yet to pit. So we'll see. Lose the lead. Yeah, the new leader has to pit still, but that's actually kind of okay. Never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say last time when the leader pitted, Marshall, he didn't get passed, but so did second place also passed as well. So yeah, he's just basically right now. What if I was Marshall? I just wouldn't be aggressive at all. Like, I would just relax for the first time. Oh, as he looks like someone goes around. Unfortunately, again, Derek Castor goes off. We literally just saw this in the background. Let's try and see it again. Derek in 10th place, struggling to hold on to that final position to get that point for his team. Just a little bit of squirminess there, and ends up going off. So Alex Vespal ends up crashing again.
No grip.
As Alec goes off again, and a lot of people complaining about no grip right now. A lot of people in the pits, probably the tires as well. Alex ends up going around. No damage, though, so he's not going to lose a position from that either, so we shouldn't really hate on him too much. A lot of drivers in the pits, though. Titus is in the pits as well, as you can see him moving down right there. So Marshall Stanley will remain your leader for this race. What an absolute competitive lad. Like, you cannot say otherwise, guys. You cannot freaking say otherwise. Very, very competitive lad here. We'll see if we go to most exciting. We're riding now with James Coulibaly. So yeah, should be good closing round of the race. Give me a minute, guys. You might yeah, sorry about that, guys. Definitely not incentive. No to beat. Move that over there. Get it ready for the post race. Nice music. Yo, thank you, man. That's very wholesome of you. That's very wholesome of you. So, have about 10 laps to go. This race, I think, arguably might be one of the most grueling races of the season. I just got to be honest with you guys. This race is freaking grueling. Absolutely grueling. And so, it's just one of those things, like, you know, we'll see how, like, the thing is, like, the distance they drive is about the same. It's just slower corners. That's Bathurst in the ring. Yeah, Bathurst is going to be an interesting race next week. Definitely going to be interesting. Next week, there might not be any finishers. Deal with the 7-stopper, boys. Yeah, Corey, deal with the 7-stopper. Very, very interesting tactic by Corey, but hey, man. Gotta do what you gotta do, and I'm sure you'd have a good chuckle with that. The Aussie God will be there, guys. Oh, man. Howdy mody. Derek Castor passes Alex Vespal for P9. That was in the pits, of course, so. Yeah. Focusing on the most exciting now. Currently, your leader, Marshall Stanley. Sorry, we're on a replay. My apologies. Yeah, Cowboys. So the way that it works, guys, I'll talk a little bit about Bathurst right now. The reason that Bathurst is 2 weeks away, or sorry, 3 weeks away instead of 2 weeks away, is because like a lot of people who are in this league, aka all the full send people and stuff, they have a league race next weekend, and I also have a league race. So next weekend, oh my goodness. Little squirmy there. Next weekend I have the 24 hours of Spa. Then the weekend after that, there's no Formula 1 in real life. And so the weekend after that, we'll get back on track and have it be the same weekend as the actual Formula 1. So, because remember, this is based off a real F1. We try to have the races just when F1 does. And this is the only exception, though, of the season is because of this this league or whatever. So that's why we're having it now instead of next week. It should be next week, but it's not, so. Plus, it'll give a lot of teams time to practice for Bathurst. Corey Alexander now in the chat, guys. Corey, you want dirt next season. IndyCar on dirt. What a wholesome idea, guys. I'm really curious, though. Corey, you're going to be the first driver we're going to talk to. What was the track like? Steve O'Donoghue actually ends up crashing. See what happened to Steve there. I'll second what Corey say. What up, Smokey? How are you doing today, Logan? Thor, good evening, man. Welcome to the second round of the iF1 World Championship here at... okay, well, that was all good. Here at Twin Ring Motegi. Put me on dirt and I'll be decent. Slick loose. If you try to get on it, you just lost it. I didn't feel confident here, so I tried to stay safe. No, Corey, I have a lot of respect for you, man, to do that sort of stuff. Like, a lot of respect for you, dude. I mean, you got to remember, like, I'm glad you just played it safe, and there are going to be a few. Oh no, the leader! Oh no! Wait, was that the leader? No, that was not the leader. That was Michael. Michael goes into the wall live on TV. That was live, boys. That was live. Like, we were literally just casting and it happened. Absolute insanity, but he looks good. His front wing actually looks good too somehow, so Casting's curse might be on there as well. Steen never stops recruiting. Yo, this man freaking recruits like he's recruiting the Chinese army or something, dude. Got 1 billion soldiers in his arsenal. That's why I'm scared, like, if I crash too much in full send or do poorly, he'll just be like, yeah, we got another 1 billion people in line, so just step aside, homie. One race and I'm tainted. No, you're not tainted, man. Your comment? Which comment, Steen? What, you recruit people? I'm losing it? What was my comment? I don't even know which one was funny. Eddie, Meddy. Oh, the Chinese one? I knew it. The reason I said that is like China has like the biggest military ever. I should have said North Korea actually. Should have been like, yo, Steed recruits more people than freaking North Korea. Yo. That's why it was great. Alright. Good thing is I'm still P2 in the championship. We'll see. We'll see, Smith. After 2 races, things might get a little... No, you'll still probably be up. Well, you didn't get any points though this week, man. For those of you guys who don't know, MJ Smith won last week's race, so... Yeah, gonna be interesting. Not really much to talk about right now as the field is pretty much spread out. Actually, you know what? We're gonna pull out the handy dandy track map here just to show you where all the cars are on the track, and you can see there's not many people around. Track is really barren. This race has been going on for actually quite a while. Like, I don't know. We might have to adjust how long these races are because, I don't know. Do you guys think that this race is dragging out a little too much or no? Because the one at... Talk about how bad Steen is. Yo, you mean, are you talking about Steen? Are you talking about Stalin lecture or what? I love the track map. Too bad it's freaking massive. Yeah, it's way too big. Like, it looks really cool, but it's just, it's only used like if safety cars are deployed or something. You know what I mean? But there's no safety cars this race. It's not long if we survive. Not too long. Well, something I always like figured was that the races always seem to go shorter when you're driving in them as opposed to when you're watching them. I don't know if you guys can agree with that. But like when you're in the zone, you don't really like, time is different. Time doesn't feel the same when you're in the zone. Because I'm thinking about it, I did 2 hours of the Nordschleife today and it felt like it was like 45 minutes or something. Corey, I don't know how to adjust that. I wouldn't mind doing that, Corey. That's a fan-freaking-tastic idea if I've ever heard one. But I don't know if I don't know how I'd be able to. Yeah, a little shortened would be cool. Keep them close and competitive. I use the don't race, don't crash tactic. I mean, the thing is, I don't know how to judge like how many laps to do. Because I thought it was good by doing it based off of distance, so they all drive the same amount of miles or kilometers, which you think would be logical, but there's a lot of slower corners on this track, which makes the time go up more. So it's like I have to do it based off of lap time or something, you know what I mean? I don't know. I gotta figure it out, but lap times are just way longer here. Holy moly. Let's fiddle more with this this little thing. You can see all the top speed of the drivers. Person with the highest top speed actually is Titus Han Man, so their car is really good in straight line speed, you can tell. Holy moly. Only 1 kilometer more, but hey, it freaking works, boys. As James Coulaby ends up going into the grass. Finally, we have something to talk about. Not saying I don't want him to succeed, but at least there's some action now. What a drift, dude. Yo, that was on purpose, guys. The race is indeed coming to an end, though, as it should be relatively soon. Marshall Stanley, dude, what an absolute beauty. When Malone got a penalty, I was laughing my head off. Wait, Thor, which track was it at? Matt always gets penalties, man, especially at Martinsville. Holy moly! 6 hours of Oulton Park. I penalized like a god. Oh, man. Oh, I saw that on iRacing, like the 6 hours of Oulton. Oh, boy, Alberto. Few more laps left, guys. I got a lot of coverage. Yo, nice, man. 130s, last lap. Boy, teams are still putting in actually really consistent times. Like, it's not really not that bad, I guess. Whoops, sorry. Also, we're showing how many off tracks everybody has gotten. Holy smokes, the second place has actually gotten so many off tracks. What the heck? 27, that's the most out of anybody, and yet he's still in second. Goodness me, guys, goodness me. Hopefully Derek Castor will move out of the way, as he definitely needs to. I believe, yeah, definitely needs to. Although Titus really has nowhere to go. Like, if you look at the times, I guess 16 seconds could, but... I got 107 incidents at the Fuel Coda race. I skipped out on Coda, man. I mean, there were a lot of reasons, but the main one was because I had NIS. There was NIS that week at Martinsville that I really wanted to do. I get the cleanest driver award, 1x only. Okay. Yeah, cleanest driver. Yeah, screw you, dude. That's so stupid, dude. That's freaking A, man. No, fastest lap. Yeah, actually, let's take a goosey gander at that real quick, guys. See you as the fastest lap of the race, and it's Smith. Holy moly, you actually do get a point. What the heck? Yo. Freaking the man, the myth, Martin J. Smith actually right now gets a bonus point, dude. For having the fastest lap of the race, man. Dang. That just shows you that fastest point of the race actually like means a lot. Because with the fastest point, you like you basically minimize your losses, so it's not too bad. Holy moly, as he goes for the move there. I don't know why these lap cars are making it actually so difficult, but quite frankly they are. But Castor, this is actually 4th position, guys. I don't know why we were such a bozo, but we are actually missing out on this very good battle here in this race. Between, oh my goodness, it's a contact. Holy, well, no, there's not contact, but will any of them spin out? Looks like they don't. Really insane battle now here for 7th place for the points. Definitely what they want to do here in this race. Castor trying to catch up to Cooley Bailey here. Both putting in insane amounts of effort here and speed as we're coming down to the closing laps of this race. We'll see exactly what can happen as Derek Castor really starting to find his groove. See if he'll be able to catch him. I don't know if he has any push to pass yet left. It looks like he's using it, and he outbreaks him. Will he be able to make the move stick? As he does. And oh no. As Kula, holy moly, guys, as Kula Bally going very far off the track there, guys. I just wanted to crush some ants' dream and also some ants' bodies. Anyways, so very unfortunate going through the grass there, but looks like Derek Castor will indeed get that position. He's going to be very, very happy and wholesome to hear about that, as now he has moved up into 7th place. So more points for him. Also, his teammate Corey Deal should be pretty happy to see that sort of stuff. So should be pretty good. I'll tell you what, guys. Doing casting just by myself, oh, it's tough, bro. It's tough, man. I don't know how your buddy does it, Will, from Fuel. Especially when, like, in races that have so many cautions. Like, I don't know how you could possibly do it, man. I'm getting, like, my voice is starting to hurt as he goes around, unfortunately, again. But he's back on the track. Hardy and wholesome. Mass Hag, thanks for the follow, man. Boy, freaking Marshall Stanley, dude, was such an insane freaking start. Top 5 have been quiet. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet now so far between pretty much everybody. Oh my goodness, I thought that was a tire that blew up. That would have been sick. I told you there wouldn't be crashes or punts, all self spins. There was one incident between 2 drivers, though. There was one. That was between JW Miller and Alex Vespal, who is in 10th place, actually. What happened to Vespal? Holy... Alex isn't even in the race anymore. I didn't even notice that. What? Guys, something happened to Alex here. Let's see if we can see exactly what happened to him. He might have just sustained... It might have just been damage from the one incident, but let's see if we can see. I don't know what happened to Alex here to cause this crash, but... Ends up losing it there, and then... Makes it on track, but he entered the pit lane here. And it looks like he just served. He just never left. He just left, dude. Wait, what? What in the world? He just... Yo, is this a tactic? Yo, is that a tactic? You leave your car? Yeah, he just dipped, guys. He alt F4'd out of that freaking thing. Pronto Squanto, guys. What in the world? As we are getting close to the final lap of the race, guys, one more lap to go. I don't know what happened there. He like teleported to his pit stall. I think he was just done, but that's really like kind of unfortunate because Matthew Tina is probably not going to be happy with that, to be honest. No idea why he was in voice chat with us. I don't know what happened there, but P6 has the most gains. Yes. Actually, yeah, we haven't really talked about Ben Summers much, but this guy, their car, we were talking, I've said this a lot, but Ben Summers and I were talking, and he said that he doesn't like the way his car handles. He doesn't like the aero that the team has put into the car and whatnot. And so he just doesn't think that, he just can't get grips with the car. But, you know, with the way that this race has gone, he's actually earning a freaking crap ton of points. Like, for him and for his team. So, oh my goodness. Oh, the caster's curse. Holy moly, we're gonna switch. We're switching. As it looks like Marshall Stanley starts his final lap of the race. So Marshall Stanley, guys, currently your leader, as he is about to complete his last lap here today. 30-second lead. Guys, can we get some claps in the chat? Pepe claps. Or not Pepe hands, sorry, but Pepe claps, guys, because Marshall Stanley has had such a banger of a race. Qualified in seconds, right off the start. Yo, you want to know what this guy pulled a Valtteri Bottas, man. This guy pulled a Valtteri Bottas. He really did. Right off the start, he got a super good line out of the very beginning, and basically ended up taking home the lead after that. Like, it was absolutely mental. I bet you we could get a little onboard real quick of what happened. Stanley Steamer is his new nickname, guys. Couldn't agree more with that. Stanley Steamer, as top 5 deserve interviews. No, I don't do interviews, man. I don't do interviews. I wouldn't mind, but maybe in the future I'll get down to some of those. But as he rounds the final few corners, Marshall Stanley Steamer himself crosses the line, and he will take P1 here today. Marshall Stanley is your 2019 Twin Ring Motegi Grand Prix winner. Starting from second place, making his way up to first. What a fantastic race for him, as Titus is going to be rounding around the final corner to get second place as well. Titus is going to be very happy with the second, I think, for the Castrol Motorsports. And third is going to be Michael, the teammate of Marshall Stanley Steamer. This is a very, very good day for everybody in the Stantera Motorsport camp, as he ends up rounding out your top 3 here today. Marshall Stanley. They said he could never do it. They said it wasn't possible. And I think it's safe to say he just proved everybody wrong today. I didn't... What a fantastic race, boys. Marshall Stanley is your winner.
Don't forget your in-lap, boys.
Marshall, if you want an interview, I'll be in the driver's briefing channel, as well as the top 3. You can make your way to the driver's briefing channel on Discord if you want an interview, before we wrap it up. Good race from everybody. Could you guys hear my message? I don't think they heard it.
No.
Top 3, please report to the driver's briefing channel if you want to get interviewed. Not required, but is highly recommended. Congratulations, Marshall on the win. Valtteri Bottas style. Titus, congrats on second. And congrats to everybody. Good race, all. It was grueling, long race. Get out of the cars, guys. Take the helmets off. Enjoy the fresh air. What a freaking race, boys. As Marshall Stanley is going to be your winner here today. I think Marshall's very happy, boys. Very, very happy. Hey! All right, we will get our driver's interview here in just a second, guys. Gonna be interesting to see how this goes. We're gonna move them. We're gonna move ATC into there for now. All right, here we go, boys. The driver's interview. Marshall Stanley, as you hop out of the car. What a race you had, man. What a race. Walk me through it.
Man, I am sweating from head to toe right now. Yeah, that start was nuts. I thought Ben was going to be able to hold on. I don't know what exactly happened with him, but yeah, it was crazy. I was trying to keep it really consistent in the beginning, and once I saw that I had about a 30-second gap, I just started letting off and making sure I could bring it home safe. But wow, what a race. That was crazy.
Yeah, no, you did freaking fantastic, man. What was your plan for the pit stops and whatnot? Was there any chance for a one stop, or was that completely out of the question?
I think it would have been out of the question because I still needed to put about 11 gallons in after the first stop. So I think the only thing that probably would have been done if I had anybody close was going to be just no tires and fuel and just keep the tires I had on. But it was about the same time, so I guess it was just give and take of how fast your outlap would be.
It's better to just get the tires as well. Yeah, a lot of people were complaining about the track grip and how just the lack of grip, I should say. Like, did you find that to be a struggle? Like, were there any close calls?
Not really. If anything, I was testing in hotter weather, so this felt like a ton more grip for me. I didn't even expect to get up to the 31s in qualifying trim. So, I mean, it's always just adapt, overcome type stuff. So you just got to adapt to the weather and go with it. I mean, Mikkel from VRS did a hell of a job on our setup, so he deserves all the credit for how good we did. That car felt amazing. It was on rails.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, and I'm sure you're going to be happy as well for your team because you guys were already leading the constructors, and now you're going to get boosted even more. I think your teammate finished in third, so.
Yeah, Michael did a hell of a job. A 1-3 is amazing, especially considering last race with Watkins Glen. So I'm hoping for big things now. Hopefully we can take both of them this time. I didn't expect us to do so well, but I'm thinking good things, and we're going to take it one race at a time. So.
All right.
Hopefully we can do the same thing going into Bathurst.
Yep, I wish you the best of luck. Congratulations on the win. Go celebrate. And
all right, thanks, man.
Great interview.
All right, thanks, Twitch chat. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yo, thank you, man. All right, ATC Racer, may I ask what your name is? Because
it's Michael Schlegelmelch.
Oh, okay. So you got third place. So run me through that race. I saw there were a few kind of close calls for you, but I'm pretty sure you're happy with third, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I can only be happy with third. Start of the race, not my best start. I'm not going to lie. Had a little bit of wheel spin, got it a little sideways. That was unfortunate. Kicked my way back in, had a little moment in turn 3. That was questionable. There was just a difference in closing speeds that I wasn't ready for. Other than that, cruise through the race, trying to just mitigate the damage and keep running through the crowd.
I got you. Was there? I mean, I know Marshall was talking about how your setup was really good. Did you really like how the car felt this weekend?
I did. Unfortunately, after the beginning of the race, I might have bent something slightly. I don't know for sure because I had to drop it down a gear for a couple turns that I typically don't. But the setup was on point. Marshall did a great job adjusting it to both of our driving styles, and we went from there.
Nice. Yeah, I heard a lot of people were complaining about like the grip levels. Like there were so many spins that race. I don't know your thoughts on the grip for this race or how it kind of handled.
I like a looser car. I like grip down. just brings out the driver in us. And yeah, we all have some moments. I had a spin, but that's part of racing. You don't have perfect weather. You don't have perfect grip every single time you race.
I got you. Yeah, no, I definitely understand. Well, congrats on third. You guys are definitely ahead in the Constructors Championship now. You were already ahead. Now you've just increased your lead. So definitely probably very happy about that. And go celebrate with Marshall. Go celebrate, man. Good third place, man. Good job, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the stream, and cheers, everybody.
Yep, cheers, man.